Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I am gonna rank all the Marvel What If episodes. Keep in mind, my list isn't the right list. So the episode that I put last isn't actually the worst. It's just not as good as the others in my opinion. So let's get started. But a warning, there might be some spoilers. Now, coming in at number 9 is episode 1. What if Captain Carter was the first Avenger? It isn't very bad, it's quite good and nice, but it recreates the same scenes of the first Captain America movie, so it gets kinda dull. But all in all, it was a great start to the season. Now let's move on. Coming in next at number 8 is episode 7. What if Thor was the only child? This episode is kind of a comedy episode. Much interesting stuff don't happen here. That's why this is at so low. But it gives us the first look at Vision slash Ultron. So that's a plus, I guess. So let's move on. Coming in at number 7 is episode 3. What if the world lost its mightiest heroes? Well, first I have to say about this episode that it doesn't get enough time. Three movies are squeezed into the episode: Iron Man 2, Thor, and the Incredible Hulk. So, because of doing this, it couldn't cover all of the areas. That's why it's so low. Now, coming in at number 6 is episode 6. What if Killmonger rescued Tony? This is a pretty balanced episode, but it's a little bit more on the bad side. That's why it's at number 6. It had a nice thing going at first, but it faded down as the time went on. That's why it's low on the list. Coming in at number 5 is episode 5. What if zombies? This is a perfect place for this episode. I don't love it so much, neither do I hate it. But I expected a lot more from this episode after seeing the trailer. This was the episode I was most excited about, so it didn't quite hit the mark. That's why I'm disappointed in this episode. Now, coming in at number 4 is episode 2. What if T'Challa was Star-Lord? Well, I actually really liked the concept of this episode. T'Challa was a much better Star-Lord than Peter, but I didn't like that he just talked to Thanos and brought him to the good side. That took away the importance of Infinity War. But all in all, it was a pretty good episode. Well, before I go to the best three episodes, what if I wanna say that Doctor Strange Supreme was the MVP of the series because all of the best three episodes had at least a little bit of him. So let's move on. Well, now coming in at number 3 is episode 8. What if Ultron won? This was a pretty intense episode. First, we saw Ultron finishing all places, then finding out about the multiverse. The Watcher then had to go to Strange Supreme for help. This episode was supposed to give a backbone to the last episode, and it sure did. Now, coming in at number 2 is episode 9. What if the Watcher broke his oath? This episode was about making the Guardians of the Multiverse and defeat Ultron. I really like the part where the Watcher chose the heroes. It also gave some answers of earlier episodes, like what happened at episode 3 with Loki and where the zombies will go, etc. I am just trying to say that it was a perfect ending to this season's What If. Now it's time for the best episode of What If, and it was what if Doctor Strange lost his heart instead of his hand. Some of you may think that it wasn't the best, but to me it was the best. In this episode, we see Dr. Strange becoming evil to bring back his loved one, but at last it also brought his own world to an end. At least he got something to do after the last episode, but no doubt that this episode was perfect. It told a it told a really nice story about Doctor Strange, and that's why it's at number one. Now my ranking is over, so please subscribe to my channel and like the video and turn on the notification bell. Goodbye. See you next time.